Okay, welcome guys. Welcome to our ninth daily video watch list. Here we're going through some pairs I got on my eye right now, but actually I don't see any clear setup so far. I haven't seen anything, but I got potential zones, potential setups, but still nothing worth to take a trade. So first we're gonna start with AUD and CD. Here we got this pair. Let's go to daily time frame. Okay, AUD and CD. We got this pair on a big weekly range. It has been ranking for a while, for a year. Been ranking for a year. And if we go to the weekly time frame, sorry, we can see this how this range have been respecting these two monthly PRAs right here. We got this. It created, it overextended and tried to break above it, but failed. Then went back down and got trapped again on the range. So while I'm looking at this chart right now, as you can see here, we got this monthly PRS, which is a strong support, super strong support. And price have failed for over a year during the period of this range. Price haven't been able to break and close below it, and it just left big wicks, left big shadows behind after touching this area right here. So we got this 1, 2, 3, 4. We got the 4 touch, and what I like, I'm looking right now for a possible short position, but on price breaks and close below this area, right? Because we got this big bearish candle in the weekly time frame, which indicates a big seller's pressure. If you go back in history for the year of the range, you can see that price haven't actually get a close below this. I mean, you could take this, but that's not a close, because what I mean for a close is break, get a candle close below the area, and get another candle closing below the same area. And we don't have that in this pair. We just have big wicks, big shadows. And right here we got this bearish candle, but that's not enough. That's just a confirmation for this pair, at least to tell me that there's more sellers volume than buyers volume. And then we go into the daily time frame, and we can see same thing. You can see in more detailed way this big rejection of this area. So what I'm looking for is get a daily close below this daily support, weekly, monthly PRS. Get a daily close below this. Maybe, if being possible, a retest to that area after the close below it. But after the retest, get a close below this too. So it would be something like this, what I would look for. Ideally would be that. If not, if we don't get that retest, I still don't want to miss this trade, because it's a very potential, very good setup. If the missing parts comes along and lines up. So that's what I'm looking for right now on this pair. So but basically I will take a trade right here. We will still have good risk reward ratio, big and nice good risk reward ratio. I would say, let's say we get an entry here, and we're just gonna place above it the previous, about the monthly PRS. We'll place the stop loss there. And also, if you zoom out, you can see price only have been that low one time, and that's about back in 2015. And you gotta always keep in mind all those points. So if you zoom out, you can see historically how price have behaved and which ones are the highest points and the lowest points price have reached, and that could give you some target areas for a big swing trade when we talk about swing trades, right? So right here we got there. I mean, you can see even if you zoom out, you can see how strong this area is. You can see how price have failed. The same range was created back on 2016 for another year, 2017, and then same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4 touches to this monthly PRS, failed to close the below it, went back up. Same thing here. It dropped here. It dropped to this area, meaning that this is a strong support level. We were aiming for a target. Second, we got, so I would place my targets to calculate the risk reward ratio. I will place my targets right here on this daily support. That would be my first target. Second target would be, my second target would be this one, the bottom of this, the lowest point of this chart, and that will give us a nice swing setup. But once again, on this price confirms and give us the confirmations I told you before. Not right now, and don't get in right now. I'm not, this is not a signal. This is my watch list. Remember. So we got first target here. We got second target. That gives us 1-3 risk reward ratio. And I will place the stop loss right above the previous daily high and this weekly multi PRS. You know, this trade, it might take a while because AUD and CD tends to range a lot, create very erratic movements. So that's for AUD and CD. That's what we got. I will keep you guys informated on if I see the setup coming, but not right now. This is analysis. Compare it with yours and yeah, compare with your analysis and see if it aligns with your analysis. Okay, so now we're going into, I would say, my favorite pair right now, Euro NCD. Euro NCD is, where is it? All right. So we got Euro NCD. We closed it in profit last week. It went down 100 pips, 130 pips. We took profit there, and I was expecting the price continuing dropping to this area, but this big gap screw everything up, and it just filled the gap, then went back up and to retest the same entry area we had. So I'm looking at the same analysis. If you remember, guys, we got here the same analysis. The ascending trend line, the daily, weekly time frame, and price retested the 38 fifth level, retested daily resistance that also lines up with the bottom of this previous very structure, the daily time frame. We got this ascending wedge pattern in the daily time frame. You can see more clearly on the 4-hour time frame, but it's there. It does a bearish pattern, and we got one inside that wedge pattern. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 formation on the wave, a little wave, and it broke it. As I said before, we banked like 130 pips on this trade. We had an entry here. I think we had an entry. Yeah, stop loss right here, and yeah, it went right here. It went 130 pips down. 150 pips. You know, we made good profit, but I still wanted price to drop to this area, because it had to drop, man. Because right now you can see price came back up to retest the daily resistance, the top bottom of that bearish structure, and this the ascending trend line, counter trend line of that wedge pattern. So what I'm looking for right now, If we go into 4-hour time frame, is close. I will place a close. Let's draw a fib extension. Okay, so to get into this trade, I would like to see first a close below this daily resistance. Second, I would like to see close below this 38 level extension, below this. That's why I take my entry. If I see this not in the daily time frame, 4-hour, multiple 4-hour close below the 38 extension, I will play my entry there. Because right now, we could take the trade right now, but I still see a lot of bullish momentum inside this pair. And you see this big shadow, that I don't like that, because this big wick is just indicating me that buyers got control right now, and I don't like it. So I see a clear sign of price rejecting this resistance and get a close below the 38 extension. That's where I will take the trade, and we will still have a very good risk reward ratio for this pair, which it would be same targets. I think we will have a same entry as the previous trade, same targets. Give you 137 risk reward ratio trade. We're right here. I would need to close below this to get in, or a big daily shadow below this daily line right here. Until then, I wouldn't touch this pair, and I won't touch it. I will keep you guys updated, of course, but right now that's what I see on this pair. Okay, now let's move USD Mexican. It's let me clean this a little bit. Going to the daily chart. Daily chart, we got this. Let me clean this a little bit. This is a mess. Okay, so we got this, the break of this ascending trend line in the major time frames, and we could see how price broke below it. Still it respected this daily support and went back up, and it's just like retesting the daily resistance, failed to close below the daily support, went back up, and now we're retesting the moving average, the Ichimoku. We got this daily resistance too, that also lines up as the top of the structure. This is a very structured trade in the daily time frame. It's not there. It's not too clear, but it's there. Okay, and we can see how price left at a wick, a shadow behind. But I like it. I really like this pair. It's in my watch list, but I don't consider it as the best setup right now. Because I mean, to get in, I would like to see a close right below the structure, and it is right in the middle of it. So if we get a close below this line, maybe a multiple candle close in the lower time frames, 2-hour time frame, 4-hour, I would consider getting. Until then, I wouldn't, because I mean the bearish signs are there, but there's a lot of buyer's pressure too. I mean, big bullish candles to the upside, breaking previous candles highs, and I would need also a close. If price get a close below this line, it would mean that we will break and close below this daily low candle. That would be an extra confirmation. But I'm gonna wait. But if we go into 4-hour time frame, we can see the same thing. You can see a strong bullish momentum, very super strong bullish momentum right here. Moving average cross, break and close above the daily resistance, up above the this range, this structure. Yeah, it left the big wick, but That's not enough for me to take a trade. Maybe if we draw a Fibonacci, we can see where will be our ideal pullback. Yeah, as I said before, we would need a close below 38, the 38 extension, to get to possible getting. Ideally, a close below this line, which aligns with the 50, with the 50 extension. But I only would take a trade maybe at 1% right here if we get a close below 38, and the other 1% on price close below the 50%. So far, I wouldn't do anything. Let's try placing a fifth retracement to see where it will be. I rejected the 78. Same thing, 61, 50. That's the only way I would take the trade, because right now I only will have this confirmation. I like what I see in the higher time frames, but the lower time frame was still very bullish. I mean, weekly, daily time frame got the confirmations, but you gotta go into the lower time frames to get a good entry and minimize your risk reward ratio, right? So that is for USD and Mexican dollar, peso, sorry. And now let's move into Euro Canadian dollar. That's another pair I like. Same, it's like basically the same setup as the Euro NCD. Yeah, let's explain this a little bit, guys. We got this. I took this trade. I forgot to send it a signal, guys. I took it last week. But right now, what I'm seeing, sorry, it's same thing as in the Euro NZD dollar. We got a range, price just being ranking, and creating this big structure, the higher time frames. So right here we got this ascending trend line. Price broke it, touched the bar, this daily support, as you can see here. Shown daily support, of course. That can work as a target area. We got the break. You just started ranking again. Retested the trend line, fade to close below, above it. Left 3 big shadows. I took the trade there. But right now, it just dropped again to that area, meaning that it's super strong support. And it's not that easy price to break. I would see, maybe I would think that we would need a good fundamental to boost the price and break that support. But for that, we got good signs of very momentum. We just, what I don't like right now is what price is right. It is, because that won't be a good entry point, because that would be a very bad risk reward ratio, because our stop loss would be right above the previous daily support and the structure, which is this one, and taking a trade there, and I would fully take profit here. And maybe after, if price can break below it, aim for another entry, but I fully take profit here because super strong support, and I wouldn't want to risk my profits just for a desire of price breaking this and then get fucked up and go back to break even. I wouldn't like that, because it would be 64 pips if we get in here, but I won't. You see, risk reward ratio doesn't match the criteria we are using now after these big changes on the company. It would be a 0.674 risk reward ratio, and remember we are aiming for a 1.5 risk reward ratio as minimum. So I could send the signal, but it's about entry. But if we wait and see if maybe price can retest this daily resistance, maybe that changes big time. That changed big time, because we got 1.85 risk reward ratio. Same stop loss, same target, and that would boost our profit, 90 pips. And yeah, that's the only thing. Maybe that resistance lines up with our fifth. Let's see if we got a retracement there. Swing high, swing low, 61, exactly. That resistance lines up with a 61 retracement, and now let's see if we lines up with our extension. Let's see, let me check. It lines up with the, should be, yeah, 61 extension, 61 retracement. That would be perfect entry. If price reaches that area, I will send a signal. It's just 3 pips away, I will wait. Remember, you gotta be patient on this game. Don't take this trade and don't overtrade. Just wait for the right setup and let it play. If you got enough confirmation, it should play your way. You won't win 100% of times, but if you got confidence in the trades, give you enough signs, take it. But wait, be patient. So we got the 261 daily resistance, bottom of the structure, retest to the trend line. Take profit here, 185 risk reward ratio is a good setup. And remember, only if we get an entry here, or maybe here, right here, right before the big wicks have formed. Okay, that's for Euro Canadian dollar. Then we got GBP and CD. I like that pair, but same as the others, not enough confirmation right now. We got the. Let me show you something. We broke that trend line, is invalidated. Let me clean this. We got this. This is what I got. Big daily resistance. And price is just failing to break above it. As you can see, it's super strong. 1, 2, 3, 4. Super strong resistance. 5. Every time it touches, it just make clean movement. It make clean movements at this area, and as you can see here, it retested this big range. That's what actually lines up with the resistance, big resistance, and could possibly form. I don't know, maybe head and shoulders, but we gotta wait because the right shoulder haven't formed. Yeah, right here, as you can see. And if we take it down, it would be a really good risk reward ratio trade. And we got confirmations, but there's one thing I don't like. I'll show you in a second. What we got, the daily resistance retest to the bottom of this range. That acts as confirmation of this resistance. Retested the Ichimoku yellow line, which is this one. The moving average have crossed. I don't like, but it's trapped between these two, and that's okay. It's okay. But what I don't really like, that would be a confirmation, because that will give you good risk reward ratio trade. But if we're going to 4 hour time, it's still a big bullish momentum. It filled the gap, went back down. It created this big bullish candle, and it just, I mean, it's a big candle, and the rest of the next candles that was forming are not big enough, I would say, to give me a clear bearish sign. So to get in, I really would like to see. We are in the right area right now, but what I would like to see is maybe in the 4 hour time frame now, clear bearish candle pattern. No doji. No, any kind of reversal. Maybe. And if we play extension from here to here, yeah, that's what I will look for. An entry, a close below this 38 extension level, and also to fully confirm this trade, that 38 close lines up with this counter trend line with a close of this counter trend line. So we get a close below the 38 and the 50 extension. We will get a close below this counter trend line, fully confirming that sellers got in control of the volume. It's a really like, and also you can see as another confirmation is that all NCD pairs got the same got bearish setups, possible setups. The one I mentioned before, Euro NCD, AUD NCD, and that is that correlate each other, because the guy NCD pair no 100% correlation, but you can works as an extra one, because all NCD, as I mentioned it before, have very setups, so that gives you extra confirmation. So that's why I will wait, but I will wait for this close. If we get the close, because we got the other confirmation, the resistance, shoulder, and of course, if we get the close below this, that will fully confirm the formation of this right shoulder. I really like this setup. This one and Euro NCD are my favorites so far, but no worth to get in right now, so I keep you guys updated, right? So yeah, that's everything for today, guys. Yeah, I think we got EURUSD. We see the signal play perfectly. We got it here, perfect entry, and boom, drop it. It's almost, it's right. It's just about to close. Take profit too. Yeah, it will hit it soon. Yeah, man. You can see here. Yeah. It depends on how price reacts to this area. We consider fully take profit or holding, depending on what we see on price reach this area. And consider if we are going to hold to this, to the other take profit level, which would be this area or not. But trade is going well. We are like 40 pips in profit. It's going good. Play perfectly. And the other one we got right now is this beautiful. This one player perfectly. I love how this trade played. We got a perfect entry right after the break, and boom, drop. It just went straight to the target too. It's closer right now. 64 pips was a risk reward ratio, good risk reward ratio. Should be closer by now. I'm waiting since price just broke this trend line. It literally just broke it, but it have reached a strong daily support, so that's why I told you guys to close it. And that is why this was the take profit too, the target too. And as I said, it broke this major trend line. So it's bearish now. It's not some bearish momentum. And I will really like to see, maybe try to catch a pullback with a favor extension, a retracement, so we can get in again. Of course, we are not going short where price is right now, because it's holding right in the target area and the support level. But maybe we get a retest here to the previous daily resistance, which lines up with the 61 extension. Try to get an entry here, the 6, which also lines up with this round number resistance 68 area, the round number. And then boom, try to get in again here and aim for this target, first target, and then boom, second target, which would be this. Would be this one. Yeah. And stop loss would be placed. It will give you a grade, because every time if you get a retracement in the, if you're getting into a 38 or 61 extension, it gives you always gonna give you a good risk reward ratio. Always, because you will place your stop loss right above the daily resistance, which is this, and it will be like, let's make it 20 pips. Give it another, a little bit more, 25 pips. Stop loss is tight for a big risk reward ratio, almost 4 risk reward ratio. So I'm gonna wait. We got this pair in my watch list too, but just waiting for a pullback. Okay. So yeah, that's everything, guys. Hope you guys like it and learn something. If you got any questions, don't hesitate to contact us, me or any other team members. And thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day.